This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
It's your sun power.
This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update for Thursday, March the 6th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Good morning. Dismissed Transport Board workers are still trying to plot their next move. They tell Barbados Today they remain angry over how they were dismissed and are not sure what to do next.
Years, and now you can come and tell me don't turn a business? Error!
And the letter stated that I got terminated due to don't turn in business. Right? Don't turn in business.
Therefore, you should stay at home, the temporary workers first.
If it's a don't turn business, all the temporary workers should go home first, not staff workers.
They have been unfair. And I would like to have back my job if possible.
I think how the system goes, as I see around me, all the people that they be sent out and the one that they then sent still working.
Former Transport Board workers speaking at the office of the leader of the opposition yesterday. Staying with labor relations, the Barbados Workers Union is reporting movement on talks centered on the sugar industry. BWU representatives met yesterday with officials of the Barbados Sugar Industry Limited in a bid to settle outstanding issues. Union General Secretary Sir Roy Trotman says he is expecting a quick response from the employers on a waiting time for people hauling canes and overtime payment for employees who are required to work long hours, among other issues. On to other news now. The representative for an international agency says Barbados is spending too much money on importing feed for the blackbelly sheep. Jean Laurie, who's the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture Representatives, says the cost to producers is ridiculous and the solution can easily be found within the country.
A normal farmer trying to raise sheep, trying to purchase feed and feed that, is not going to make very much when they start selling the product at the end. So what is missing is this real move towards using local forages, and you guys have got great local forages. We had a couple of experts come in over the last year looking at Leucaena and Teutonia and a number of other different plants, and they are fabulous local forages for small ruminants. So replacing those high-priced imports for feed with local forages, that's a starting point. In
sports, England clinched the one-day series against the West Indies with a 25-run victory in the third and final match at the Sir Vivian Richards Stadium in Antigua yesterday. Joe Root made his maiden one-day century and Joss Butler made 99 as England amassed 303 for 6, a total that proved beyond the hosts despite the best efforts of Dennis Ramsden. The wicket-keeper batsman made history with 100 of his own, becoming the first West Indian gloveman to reach three figures in the 50-over format to make 128 out of a total of 278.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
They are some of the leading ladies of Barbados, working hard to ensure that this island achieves its highest standards of development, but seldom do you get to see them in the forefront. On International Women's Day, Barbados Today highlights their contribution in a special March 8th edition, dedicated exclusively to women. Time is limited, so call Donna today or email her to find out more about this unique offer. Barbados Today, celebrating all the women of Barbados who inspire change.
In the region, around 200 unionized bus and ferry workers in Bermuda yesterday afternoon marched on Parliament. They were protesting a government plan to make public transport an essential service. President of the Bermuda Industrial Union, Chris Furbett, says the employees are very concerned about the proposed law, which outlaws wildcat strikes and calls for 21 days' notice before any industrial action can be taken. Internationally now, NATO has announced a full review of its cooperation with Russia. The move aims to pressure Moscow into backing down on Ukraine. The organization's Secretary General also announced that the military alliance is suspending a joint mission with Russia involving the destruction of Syrian chemical weapons. That's been the 7 a.m. update. Join us again at noon. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Stay tuned. The Business Minute is up next.
The Business Minute is brought to you by Signia Financial Group.
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.
This is the Barbados Today Business Minute for Thursday, March 6, 2014. I'm Vic Fernandes. The controversial air passenger duty, APD, continues to be a challenge for the local tourism sector. But Nick Parker, Caribbean Regional Manager for Virgin Atlantic, says it's also an opportunity for local hoteliers and other players in the industry to improve their product in order to keep British visitors coming.
Making sure that here in Barbados, we're better than competing islands, making sure that, all the islands here, we're all trying to get the tourists, whether it's out of the US, the UK, wherever. So if you get the service and the quality of experience right on the ground, people will come. Doesn't change the fact that APD is an unjust tax, but we can still make it work down here.
The APD is an excise tax that is charged on the carriage of passengers flying from an airport in the United Kingdom. The charges take distance into account, making it significantly more expensive for long-haul flying. Almost half of those people who receive loans from the Barbados Youth Business Trust on an annual basis are women. Director of the Board of Trustees, Deborah Johnson-King, says women in Barbados continue to take on leading roles in establishing their own business as they rise above the challenges.
Overcoming the obstacles before us, female entrepreneurs rising above the challenges, as this morning's theme suggests, begins with continuing the dialogue, getting the issues facing women in starting and sustaining a business out into the open and finding solutions to help young females grow beyond having a good business idea to becoming successful innovators, employers, and contributors to our society.
The Hilton Barbados Resort has a new general manager. He is George Stanfield, who takes over from Matthew Mullen, who held the post since April 2010. He says he's delighted to have been chosen to head the team at Hilton Barbados. And now for today's financial tip. Don't rely on someone else, such as your husband, wife, or spouse, for your financial security. Educate yourself about money management and investing. That's been the Barbados Today Business Minute. Join us again next Tuesday. Until then, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Vic Fernandes.
To my people out there working hard to expand your horizons, chasing a flawless dream. Keep your eyes on the prize and we don't look back. It's forward thinking, on to the new stuff. It's time to lay bricks on the foundation of your future.
Get set with Signia to be sure the world will be yours. Take you to exceptional, incredible new heights. And get set with Signia.
Signia, quality solutions for your financial needs.